get up, I gotta get going. I'm gonna see a friend of mine. He's round and he's fuzzy, I love him because he's just...
Doesn't say Pooh Bear, it just says Boo on the shirt here. I assume, or I guess they must have just run out of room or something on the fabric here. Okay, let's just start the theme song. Greetings, fellow cinema freaks, motion picture maniacs, and the like. I'm Brandon the Bambi Man, and welcome to Golden Ticket Reviews, the review show where, if it's classic or crap, you see through it, I review it. Winnie the Pooh. What can I say about Winnie the Pooh? I think Doug Walker actually put it best.
He's like one of the most innocent things on the planet. I think there's a law actually forbidding people not to like him.
Yeah, that's about the gist of it. This bear of very little brain began his life as the fluffy star of a series of children's books written by British author A.A. Milne with illustrations by E.H. Shepard, starting in 1926. Milne based these stories off the imaginary exploits of his young son Christopher Robin Milne, and sure enough, he managed to create a vast amount of stories with the lovable Pooh Americanus. Nomenclature humor. Naturally, we all know the stories eventually got into the hands of legendary animator and filmmaker Walt Disney, who would read the Pooh stories to his daughters, and soon decided these characters would make great film characters. He managed to get the rights from Milne's widow Daphne to the character, and the result was 3 individual short films: Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree in 1961, the Academy Award-winning Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day in 1968, and finally culminating with Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2 in 1974, all of which combined together in 1977 for the Walt Disney animated classic The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Since then, the bear's popularity has gone sky high with countless TV series, movies, video games, and a ton of merchandise. Personally, I grew up watching the earliest Winnie the Pooh VHS tapes, playing those awesomely fun Pooh movies. Heck, one of the first movies I saw in the theaters was the Tigger movie. I even watched a couple of newer Pooh series with that Puppet Playhouse Disney series called Book of Pooh, and also that weird CG series where Pooh and Tigger solved mysteries with a girl and her dog, even though Christopher Robin was in the series, so why couldn't they have gone with him? I don't know. Today we're going to be revisiting the pilot episode of one of my childhood favorites, The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and see how well it holds up after all these years. Let's revisit Pooh Oughta Be in Pictures, or as I like to refer to it. No. Oh, screw this, let's just get on with the review. Okay, I'll give you a minute to pause for laughter. Go ahead. Keep on laughing. Keep laughing at me. Keep on laughing. Okay, let's start. So where better to begin an innocent 100-acre wood adventure than the main characters running from a horrible creature in a haunted house? Naturally, after breaking the fourth wall,
terrifying, isn't it?
Find out the monster, in fact, is Christopher Robin's own mother trying to get her son to eat his dinner.
Come out and eat your vegetables.
Oh, Mom. Carrots are so yucky.
This is quite a lovely meal for a rabbit.
And we did have a deal, which is you finish your vegetables and you can go to the movies.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart. Carrots, do your worst.
Oh, Christopher Robin, speak to us.
Oh, what a brave thing.
All right.
Did Piglet just call Christopher Robin a thing?
Oh, what a brave thing.
Wait! Who are you?
Well, you better not stay down there enjoying your lunch too long. You'll miss your monster movie.
Monster movie? I thought we were going to go see a cartoon.
Don't tell him. He might crack.
So the gang all heads down to the theater for Birdzilla, with Piglet naturally being timid and Tigger expressing his overexcitement, not knowing the monster phobia that clearly his little friend has.
Oh boy, I hope those guys hurry. We don't want to miss the part of the movie where the monster eats the whole city. The whole city? Oh, perhaps we should move to the country.
Nah, wouldn't matter. Sometimes movie monsters eat whole countries and spit out the pits.
Wait, what?
Sometimes movie monsters eat whole countries and spit out the pits.
Monsters eat countries and spit out the... But what does that mean?
Maybe he's referring to Brad Pitt.
Oh. Well, maybe this whole monster thing is a blessing in disguise. Never mind. Piglet causes a ruckus and gets Christopher Robin's food all over the usher. God, I wish. He gives them a warning in the movie watching begins, where Piglet naturally gets into even more trouble, ending up with him being covered in I can't believe it's not Orville.
Piglet?
Piglet, why are you swimming in the popcorn?
Because hiding in the sour candy would have been too obvious, Pooh. God, that Piglet impression was horrible. This leads into Tigger trying to calm Piglet down in the form of a musical number, and wait, are they the only ones in this theater? Jeez, if Birdzilla is doing this badly at the box office, I hate to see how Shyamalan films would fare here.
So you'll be all right and quite safe too. There's no need to be scared when a Tigger.
And don't forget Christopher Robin, too.
There's nothing to fear when your friends are here with you.
Hey, when you got your pals, you got all you need.
Man, I've been watching way too much Disney lately. So while taking a stroll through No Passage of Time woods, the gang decides they're going to make their own monster movie. Because clearly this is what Piglet, who has been fearing monsters for most of the episode so far, is clearly wanting to do.
Is it scarier than the one we just saw?
It'll be our movie, Piglet. There's nothing to be scared of.
Well, as long as it's only a movie.
And also, can we hire Eddie Murphy onto this project? So the monster movie is underway, with Pooh playing the part of the hero, Piglet playing the part of the live bait, as normal, and Tigger playing the part of the monster. But he decides he's not going to reveal his monster costume, and we see that he decided to dress up as a giant carrot for some reason.
Behold, the ultimate terror. A Bibble.
Like you've never seen a bouncing tiger in a carrot costume, please.
What do you know? Haven't you heard of suspension of disbelief?
And of course, the first person to get a taste of Tigger's monster costume is the rabbit.
So tasty.
Watch out! Irony off the pork bow!
Hey, what you doing, rabbit?
Tigger tries to get his zipper unstuck as Rabbit goes around screaming like a crazy moron while the monster movie is being filmed.
I will save you. Oh, help. I will save you. Monster!
Hey, my film!
Die, carrot! Every man for himself!
It's only a movie. It's only a movie.
So everybody ditches the future Redwood as they begin to set a trap for what they think is the monster.
When the carrot comes, you frighten him into the hole with the cymbals.
What?
You'll scare the carrot into the hole.
Okay, no need to yell.
Just be glad you're not as prolific as Bunga.
Dad said the Lion Guard needs the Pride Land's bravest, strongest, fastest, and keenest of sight. So I think I'll ask the bravest animal in the Pride Lands first.
Kion, wait! Before you go asking whoever you think is the bravest...
And, what shall I do with this honey pot, Pooh?
When the carrot falls into the hole, you pour the honey all over it. Not too much, of course.
You know, am I the only one who actually wants to see Pooh Bear actually make it into some action movies? I mean, seriously, imagine him in, like, The Matrix or something.
This is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
So Tigger finally shows up and reveals that it was just a carrot costume the entire time.
Hey, you're getting my costume all dirty.
Costume?
Yeah, it was my scary costume for Christopher Robin's movie.
Wah wah. But Piglet feels dejected because he couldn't be brave enough to save his friend from the carrot.
You're a hero. You saved us. But me, I was too scared to help you.
Well, you were being chased around by a talking, walking giant carrot that had your friend's voice. Who wouldn't get freaked out by that? Have I mentioned that this animation is beautiful? Because it is. It's freaking beautiful. So Pooh heads over to see how Piglet is doing, and man, John Fielder is really putting on the feels here.
No, Pooh. Not only am I a very small animal, I'm a worthless, no good, can't even save my best friend type of animal. You don't want to be friends with the fraidy cat. Goodbye, Pooh Bear.
On his way to get Christopher Robin's advice about the situation, Pooh gets attacked by the carrot costume, so Piglet has to save him, leading to the big hero moment of the episode.
I'll save you, Pooh Bear! Whoa! Piglet, you saved me!
So Piglet has now become the hero of the monster movie that Christopher Robin is directing, and Tigger has taken on the role of hand puppet, learning from his mistakes.
I ain't never dressing up in anything bigger than myself again.
Hooray!
Spielberg would be so proud.
Hooray!
So the episode ends with Christopher Robin and Pooh having a little chat about this week's events, and we end with one of the most beautiful and adorable of selfies that never made it to Twitter or Facebook. So there you have it, the pilot episode to the new adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And as Peanut would put it,
That's good, that's good, that's good!
it manages to bring the best out of what Walt Disney was known for, balancing the lighthearted with the extremely dark moments and dramatic moments as well. So, I say if you haven't seen this episode yet, definitely check it. Just check it out and enjoy this little bear, a very little brain, for years to come. Maybe I might take a look at the other episodes in the near future, but for right now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and until next time, I'm Brandon, the Bambi Man, saying take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you at the movies. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to an intervention for my bear friend who has a honey addiction. He's got a problem.
So no, honey, I'm good. I can have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home, and if I stay, I might not leave alone. No, honey, I'm good. I can have another, but I probably should not. I gotta bid you adieu to another. I will stay true. I will stay true. I will stay true.
Some bunnies run around blackmailing foxes for tax evasion. Other bunnies just run around like morons screaming about a monster. It's all good.
Sometimes movie monsters eat whole countries and spit out the pits.